Ever found yourself listening to a band and wondering, is this emo, or is it something else entirely? The lines can certainly blur, especially between two powerful rock genres that share a common ancestry, emo and post-hardcore. Understanding their distinct characteristics can really open up your appreciation for both musical worlds. While both genres emerged from the punk rock and hardcore scenes, emo generally distinguishes itself with deeply introspective, emotionally raw lyrics and a more prominent melodic sensibility, often exploring themes of personal anguish, vulnerability, and relationships. Post-hardcore, conversely, typically retains more of hardcore punk's aggression and dynamism, frequently featuring complex song structures, dramatic shifts between harsh and melodic vocals, and often broader lyrical themes that can range from personal to social commentary. The core mechanisms for these differences stem from their historical divergence and musical priorities. Emo, short for emotional hardcore, began in the mid-1980s with bands like Rites of Spring, who infused hardcore punk's energy with overtly personal and confessional lyrics, a departure from typical political punk. This emphasis on emotional expression led to more intricate melodies and dynamic vocal deliveries, evolving through phases like Midwest emo with its twinkly guitars, and later the pop-punk-influenced emo popular in the early 2000s. Post-hardcore, however, continued to push the boundaries of hardcore punk's aggression and technicality, incorporating elements of noise rock, progressive rock, and metal, focusing on elaborate song structures and often employing screaming alongside clean vocals. To identify these differences when you are listening, pay close attention to the lyrical content and vocal delivery. If the lyrics are intensely personal, almost like reading a diary entry about heartbreak or personal struggle, and the vocals convey a sense of yearning or vulnerability, you are likely hearing emo. Conversely, if the music features sharp, angular guitar riffs, unpredictable song structures with sudden tempo changes, and vocals that often oscillate dramatically between screaming and singing, frequently tackling abstract or societal issues, you are probably experiencing post-hardcore. Think of emo as an emotional deep dive into the self, and post-hardcore as an explosive, dynamic exploration of musical boundaries. One interesting insider detail is how the term screamo originated. It was initially used to describe a subgenre of emo that incorporated more aggressive vocal styles, blurring the lines with post-hardcore itself. Bands like Orchid and Antioch Arrow were pioneers, defining a highly chaotic and emotionally intense sound that was distinct from the more melodic strains of emo. However, post-hardcore also has its own tradition of vocal aggression, evolving from bands like Fugazi and Refused, who used harsh vocals as a tool for dynamic contrast and emphasis rather than solely for raw emotional outpouring. Ultimately, recognizing the distinct lyrical focus, vocal approaches, and structural characteristics allows you to confidently categorize and appreciate the diverse soundscapes within these related genres. Understanding these nuances deepens your connection to the music, providing a clearer lens through which to explore their rich histories and innovative artistry.